In the second and third chapter of the Chronicles of Thievery, we saw Krishnapa, the grandson of Ramappa, rob the entire nation and prove a point to the king about the awareness of theft and robbery. Impressed by how intelligent and smart Krishnapa is, the king himself appoints Krishnapa as a special advisor to his kingdom. When everything was going well, one day an anonymous letter is sent to the king saying that there will be robbery of the king's treasury in a few days. Let's see what happens.
What is this, Krishnapa? You are here with me, yet there is someone out there that is sending us these anonymous letters, threatening to steal from our treasury. Do you know anything about this?
My king, I assure you that I will find who sent this letter and I will see to it that they are imprisoned immediately. Whatever they are planning to do will not succeed as long as I am here.
That is splendid, Krishnapa. I have complete faith in you. I also want you to find why there are so many thefts happening in our nation. We have several gods and officers roaming around our kingdom, yet there is still a lot of thievery going on. I want you to find the reason for it and let me know immediately.
My king, I guarantee you that I will find all the answers that you are looking for. In order to do that, we have to fight fire with fire. I believe that I should disguise myself as a thief in order to find all the other thieves that are planning to cause harm for our nation. Please give me some time, my king.
Sure, take your time. If you need anything, please ask our minister. He will help you.
Thank you very much, my king. I shall leave now.
Krishnapa starts thinking about how thieves are committing theft in his nation. He also starts thinking about why the guards and the police are not able to do anything about this. He then decides to go to a neighboring village in disguise and observe what's happening over there. Once he enters the neighboring village, he sees a few men chattering in distance. He goes over there to those men and asks like this.
Sir, I am a traveler. I thought about staying in this village for a while so that I can take a break for my journey. But after hearing that there are several thieves and robbers here, I am quite concerned. How are you all living here?
Why we have to worry about robbers when we have no money? That is a concern only for people who have money. Since we do not have money, we do not have to worry about getting robbed. The nation is robbing us enough in the names of taxes. We have nothing now. What is there to steal from us?
I understand that nobody wants to steal from you, but there are several rich people that are getting robbed constantly. How is that even possible? Are these thieves so smart and efficient that they can get away without being caught? Why hasn't nobody caught these thieves yet?
Sir, the thieves are not so smart and efficient.
That is because these thieves are helped and saved by the people. They make sure that these thieves do not get caught.
What do you mean by saying that people save these thieves? I do not understand. What do you mean by that?
The thieves are not so smart and efficient. The big thieves are saved by the government officials and the guards. The small thieves are saved by the people.
So there is difference between big thieves and small thieves now? I don't understand this. What are these so-called big thieves and small thieves? Could you please explain this to me?
The big thieves are the businessmen and the rich folk who take money from us poor people. They put taxes or ask extra rent money or allowance fees for every single thing we do. And whatever we want to buy or sell, we have to give a cut to them. These big thieves have no consciousness and they are solely focused on stealing from us innocent and poor people. They live a very unfair life.
When these so-called big thieves steal, why can't the officers or the guards arrest them or imprison them? How can they get away with everything that they do?
That is because the government officials and the guards benefit from stealing from us. Every time they turn a blind eye when they get a cut from what they steal from us. These big thieves give the government officials and the guards bribes to keep their eyes shut and their mouth closed.
Alright, I understand now. What about these so-called small thieves? What is their story? And why do people save these small thieves?
The small thieves are people who steal for their necessity and needs. They don't cheat like big thieves. They honestly tell where they are going to rob. The reason why the people support them and try to save them as much as they can is because these small thieves steal from the rich people and they will share it to all poor people. They will not steal from the poor people. It shows their genuinity.
You seem to like these small thieves very much. Are you people that fond of them?
Unlike the big thieves, the small thieves wear their colors on their sleeves. They do not act like they are righteous or great. They are honest and they make their intentions clear from the beginning. Since we are getting robbed anyway by the big thieves, we would rather have these small thieves rob for us. What I am saying is, the small thieves are very genuine.
Thank you so much for your information, old man. I will always be grateful for your time. I shall leave now as I have some work to do.
Krishnapa then proceeds to leave to another village in order to find all these small thieves and the big thieves. These big thieves give the government officials and the guard bribes to keep their eyes shut and their mouth closed. He wants to understand why this is occurring and he wants to put an end to it. While he was on his way to the village, he sees a man walking. Krishnapa stops him and says,
Excuse me, I'm new to this village and I'm from a neighboring village. If you know anybody in this village that is lazy and does nothing for a living,
What kind of a question are you asking me? What would you do with a man who is lazy and does nothing for a living? Your question is very silly.
I'm asking you for that man because I will arrest him as I am appointed by the king to arrest such lazy men who do nothing for a living. Can I arrest you and hand over to the king?
Also, I'm very sorry. I didn't know who you were and I spoke that way. If you go down this path, you will meet a man named Chinnappa. He is the man who does nothing for a living and he is very lazy. He is the one who is always jobless.
Okay. Now you can leave.
Krishnapa then walks down that path and he sees a young man standing outside a house. He walks over to that young man and says this to him.
Hi, are you Chinnappa? I was told that you would be here.
Yes, I am Chinnappa. Why are you searching for me and what do you want?
Do not worry, I am not from this village. I am from the outside regions. I came here to see you so that I can join you to steal money with honor and pride. I thought you could help me with my situation.
What are you saying is quite suspicious, but how do you know that I am a thief as well?
Why not? I know everything about you. Because only a thief can recognize another thief. I am a thief as well. That is why I was able to find you. You do not have a job, neither do you do anything for a living, yet you are able to help the poor and needy.
Is it? If I am helping someone, is that wrong? Why should we call that as theft? In my mind, what I am doing is right.
I understand what you are saying. That does make sense. But when I saw your house and when I saw the amount of money that you gave to the poor and needy, it is hard for me to think anything other than that.
Well, you seem like a very smart man. It is nice to meet you. So tell me, what would you want from me?
I am here to steal as well. I would like you to take me to one of your thefts so that I can learn the trade and I can also understand how it shall be done. That is all I ask from you.
Okay, always remember when you steal, you should always give some amount to the theft, to the poor and needy. And always make sure to steal from people who have a lot of money and are already rich. Do not steal from the poor and needy.
Sure, I shall abide by the moral codes of your methods.
Fine, come on. Today we shall steal from the king's treasury in his palace.
Are you serious? Are we really going to steal from the king's treasury? In that way too risky.
How is that supposed to be risky or difficult? I have already sent a letter to the king.
You are quite and really a courageous individual.
Krishnapa pretends like he did not know all this before.
Yes, I am doing all this for a reason. You will eventually get to know what I am planning in my mind.
But that absolutely makes no sense whatsoever. If we alert the king that we are going to steal his treasury, wouldn't he make sure that the treasury is guarded heavily by the gods?
Yes, I know that. And I want the gods to be there. Because my plan is not to steal from the king's treasury. My plan is to steal from the palace in Antapuram. There is a lot of jewelry there.
As soon as Krishnapa hears this, he thinks of telling the king and arresting Chinnappa immediately. But after a while, he changes his mind and he decides to accompany Chinnappa to the palace in the Antapuram. Once both Chinnappa and Krishnappa reach the palace at midnight, they find no gods there whatsoever and they get in immediately and found 3 diamonds in a small box.
There seems to be a lot of jewelry in this palace. There are so many diamonds. We shall take just the diamonds and nothing else. So let us find the diamonds.
We came here to steal, then why are we restricting ourselves to steal only a little bit? Why can't we just steal everything here?
If we steal everything that is here, that would be quite selfish and greedy of us. What are we gonna do with all this jewelry anyway? If we steal large quantities, the gods will catch us immediately and kill us on the spot. Let us not risk any situation like that.
What you are saying is absolutely right. That is the difference between the small thieves and the big thieves, I suppose. But there are 3 diamonds over here. How can we split this evenly?
Anytime we steal anything, we always make it a point to split it equally. Since we cannot split 3 diamonds by 2, so we'll make a decision.
You are an experienced thief and you have been doing it for a longer time than I have. Since you are the senior, I suggest you to take 2 diamonds and I shall take 1.
No, come on, that would be wrong. Because if tomorrow we both are cut, we both will get the same punishment. Therefore, I shall take 1 diamond and you shall take the other one. And in that way, we both have had equal share. and we shall leave the other diamond here itself.
Krishnappa was glad and shocked to see the Chinnappa's honesty. After that, they both split ways and go on their own paths. The next day morning, the king gets notified of a robbery that had occurred in the palace, which is located in the Andapuram. The minister is the one who goes and gives the king this information.
My king, last night there was a theft of jewelry in the palace in Andapuram. 3 diamonds have been stolen from the palace.
Oh, really? And this is the man who sent us those anonymous letters. What has happened to Krishnappa? He was assigned to catch this thief. Make sure he comes here and report to us immediately.
I shall call him right away, my king. He is nearby.
The minister then sends guards to call Krishnappa as the king requires him immediately. Krishnappa then meets the king and says,
My king, the reason why thefts occur in our nation is because of the high tax prices that we impose on our civilians, so that our civilians resort to stealing and doing petty thievery, which is why the common folk helped them. And the big thieves who steal a lot of money from the poor is being aided by our own officers and our gods.
I will take this seriously and I will make changes to our nation's taxes. And I will make sure that every officers or god that is aided in the thievery is punished and imprisoned effective immediately. By the way, what happened to the man who sent us that anonymous letter?
Krishnappa then proceeds to tell the king everything that had occurred until then. He tells the whole story of Chinnappa and himself done the robbery that had occurred last night in the Andapuram.
Chinnappa seems like a very moral and just individual. I wonder why a man like him should resort to thievery. But why didn't you notify this to me before and arrest him? Instead, you have stolen diamonds with him. What is your reason, Krishnappa?
My king, the reason why I stole with him instead of notifying you, it's because I want to expose the administrational theft that is occurring in our kingdom. Yesterday, me and Chinnappa had stolen 2 diamonds each. But today our minister had reported to you that 3 diamonds have been stolen. See, my king, here is the one. And Chinnappa is holding the second diamond. And I sent the guards to his village to arrest Chinnappa. In another few minutes, I will bring Chinnappa in front of you.
Oh no, what has happened to the 3rd diamond? Who do you think would have stolen the 3rd diamond, Krishnappa?
I shall find that man immediately. In fact, I do know him, but I have to prove who he is. And I shall prove that to you, my king. I would be able to expose the 3rd man who had stolen the diamond.
Chinnappa then gets arrested by the guards assigned by Krishnappa. Chinnappa is then brought to the palace and made to stand in front of the king. Chinnappa looks Krishnappa and he understands that he is in trouble and he regrets his decision. Chinnappa looks at the king and says,
My king, I apologize for stealing from your palace. I regret my decision and I promise never do it again. Here, please take my diamond that I have stolen. The second diamond is with Krishnappa.
So you have stolen 1 diamond. And where is the 3rd diamond?
I have stolen 1 diamond and Krishnappa standing right next to me has stole the other diamond. But the 3rd diamond was not stolen by any of us. You can also ask Krishnappa himself.
I know who to ask. You do not tell me what to do. Krishnappa, come on. Now is the time for you to reveal to me who has stolen the 3rd diamond.
My king, let us torture him for a while, and then he will reveal all the truths about the 3rd diamond.
Krishnappa was patiently waiting to see who would give the most outrageous reaction there is. He then realizes that Minister was the most upset and says,
Minister, I think you are the one who has stolen the diamond. You keep asking Chinnappa to give the diamond, but I think you are the one who has it. I have 1 diamond and Chinnappa has the 2nd diamond. And I believe you must be having the 3rd diamond.
When Krishnappa said like that, the entire palace is shocked by this. The minister becomes very tensed and then he takes out the diamond from his pocket and he hands it over to the king in nervousness and shamefully says,
My king, please forgive me. I am the one that stole the 3rd diamond. Yesterday when Chinnappa stole 2 diamonds and left the 3rd diamond, I thought it would be a good opportunity for me to steal 1 diamond and put the blame on Chinnappa. I apologize, my king. Please forgive me. I will make sure to never do this ever again.
The minister felt very shameful and the king became angry and decided to say like this.
You have to be ashamed of yourself. How dare you do this to me? I have given you power and responsibility, and you cheat our own nation? Krishnappa is right. It is men like you that are more dangerous than small thieves. Because you are thieves and you are within the system. I want you to get away from my eyesight and never see me again or this kingdom again.
The king orders the minister to go out of the country. The minister then leaves the nation and goes far away to not be seen again. The king then appoints Krishnappa as the minister and gives him the responsibility of regulating the entire nation as his right-hand man. Krishnappa then solves all the wealth disparity in the nation. He reduces the taxes and he makes sure that the poor and needy people are happy and the rich are safe. Krishnappa then proceeds to change the landscape of the entire nation economically. If you like this story, please do make sure to like, share and subscribe to our New Stories Book English YouTube channel.